Hello and welcome to Starfish Point. Based in a hot, sunny paradise which boasts white sand beaches, breathtaking rivers and streams, rocky waterfalls which ooze out of the mountains, flowing towards the Sapphire Sea. It's the perfect opportunity for developers to build a luxurious tourist paradise, small towns or bustling cities. We're just going to have a few cinematic shots of the map to begin with, starting off with this beautiful waterfall, and then we'll have a look at it in more detail. This is my first map creation in City Skylines 2. It is based on OxygenIsCool's Quimper Peninsula map. I've simply used that map and made my own edits, creating some stunning landscapes, as you can see. But you can kind of see the familiar layout from that map, but I've added some white sand beaches, some rocks, different types of bridges, and the waterfalls are all completely brand new. The map itself, it features beautiful scenery, towering waterfalls, rocky riverbeds, white sand beaches, and much more. It's city painter friendly with plenty of flat land near to the coast, or challenge yourself to integrate your build into the mountainous waterfalls. So we caught a good glimpse of the whole map there with several beach locations, but this is my absolute favourite. This stunning curved beach area with the rocks presenting the river out into the sea with this single bridge crossing over that river. Looks very aesthetically pleasing. If you look into the background, this is what I call the national park area. We see these flowing streams and rivers, trees, rocks, boulders, mountains, all looking beautiful, connecting up to 4 waterfalls which basically drop all the water down to the national park level, which flows out into the sea. So this sort of area, in my opinion, will be just fabulous for building. It'll be something there'll be really interesting things that people will build here, but just having the cinematic shots, as you can see now, it looks absolutely fantastic. It did take a lot of work, quite a few hours to try and get this right. A lot of flooding, a lot of various issues, but in my opinion, as we zoom out here, look at it from the above, I think it looks fantastic. You could build something on top of the waterfall, like viewing points, lodges for places to live, people to live. It is looking brilliant. So let's take a look into the map in some detail. It's called Starfish Point because I quite like the name. Starfish Point is a place on Grand Cayman in the Cayman Islands where basically there's loads of starfish at a point of the island. So that's why I named it. I kind of like the name. But this is basically your starting area. This will be your starting tiles, which will basically be made off of this island essentially. So that'll be the starting island. As you can see, there are loads of trees. If you don't want all these trees, then just get rid of them. It's no problem. Same with this farmland, just get Anarchy bulldozer mod and you can destroy them. But yes, for the starting off section, it is fabulous. It's really aesthetically pleasing. I have flattened out a lot of the coastal sections because these are kind of the main buildable areas to save you the hassle of flattening out should you wish. But for the starting area, it looks fantastic with these beautiful beaches that run alongside. On either side here, we have the river that reaches out to the sea, which basically flows all the way through just along here. It does go further up to the edge of the map, and then we have this interesting little place here with our bridge, which is one of the main connections to the outside world, with the rocks bordering the edge. And then if you look up from the bridge, you can see obviously this waterfall that we've seen in this cinematic shots, which looks fantastic, and that kind of just goes out into a small oasis at the top of the mountain. So that looks really nice. Again, this is another prime location for something beautiful. I'll let you think about that yourself. But yeah, really nice. We've also got the beach that flows all the way around into this corner, another couple of beaches on this island. The initial side of this section is flat with higher terrain up here. And again, some more white sand beaches on this corner, which looks great. So yeah, that area is really fantastic. So if we just look out over here, you'll see that there's the road connection that goes up, crosses this large section of sea and then exits out to the map in that way. Which is nice and simple connection. I've not put huge highways in because I want to leave that to your imagination. I know the huge highways will be placed, and you'll absolutely axe the terrain and the wildlife and all that. But hey ho, that's development, isn't it? And we just got a simple road connection that drops into this island, should you wish to use that or create your own. So then following along the coast here, you can see in the distance the islands. But yes, we have this beach, and then we've got some basic normal land that goes along here. But this bit is absolutely fantastic. So we've got kind of like a very shallow waters with a sparkling blue turquoisey kind of water. Fantastic white beaches that just kind of cover in this cove here, which looks really nice. We've got this section of river here. As you can see, it flows out towards the sea with the rocks pacing the side of the embankments. This fantastic bridge, which is just another simple highway road that crosses over. I think that looks quite nice. A nice straight road that shows you how far into the outskirts you really are. There's nothing for miles and miles. But yeah, when you're crossing this bridge, you'll have an absolutely wonderful view, because you can see the mountains, you can see the waterfalls, etc. And then this kind of river stream system, this is all built by me. I did this completely from scratch. This was all just flat before this, so with a few bumps of mountains. So this is all custom made by me, which I'm quite proud of, actually, assuming I've never done any map creations before. But the waterfalls, I think they look really nice. Obviously, when you zoom out, the textures do go, but that's just City Skylines for you. But yeah, as you can see, they drop down. We've got small little islands, little streams at the top covered in rocks, looking really nice within the cliffs here. This river flows all the way around to a little lake that opens up here. Again, another small island at the bottom, nice looking waterfall, maybe a viewing point that goes across the waterfall, like a path or something, who knows. This river obviously connects out backwards as well to this nice little section here, which also has a little cove and then links to more waterfalls. This goes all the way out to the sea via a very small drop, nothing crazy. Yeah, looks really nice. That's another waterfall. I think there's 4 in total, which there is. This is the final one, which drops into this small, nice little lake area, which again, something nice could be built here too. So that looks fantastic in my opinion. I think that looks really good. So if we branch back out, we go back out to the sea, we can come along here, and as you see on this kind of edge of the map, it's nice and flat, plenty of buildable area here, looking really nice. It's nice white sand beach again, floating all the way around this slight indent into the coastline, which looks really good. A small dirt road that just goes between them, and round the edge, just your basic stuff. And then another small little cove in here with a bit of beach, which is nice. This section is really nice as well, kind of like a blue lagoon sort of thing. Looks fantastic here with the beaches that essentially run along the coast as well. If you go further up, it does branch into some high ground. Nothing too crazy, just a few more mountains, etc. So that looks nice. But that looks fantastic in my opinion. I think that looks really, really good. If we go over to this edge over here, you'll just see that there's some basic roads that run through for some farmland. The stream finishes up just here, and that goes to the edge of the map, and there are a couple more lakes, etc. in the mountains, but looking really, really good. So let's take a look at some outside connections. Let's have a little look. So we've got road connections at the top of the map, another one there, and another one over there. We've got a train connection coming in on that end, and a train connection over here. We've got various boat connections along as we spin, as well as various plane connections as well, as you can see as we rotate. So plenty of good stuff there. We've also got power, which is coming through the edge over here, and then we've got water as well, which comes in from that section. Now, if you like to play with natural resources, you'll see that there is, well, by the amount of trees that I've placed down, there is plenty of woodland for you to set up your industries. If we get rid of that and take a look at fertile land, again, there's loads and loads of fertile land, predominantly where the farms are already placed, and then a bit more down here, just outside of the little national park area. If you wanted to make a farming area there, looks really, really nice. Let's have a look at oil. So oil sections, various bits of oil dotted around. What I will say is, if I catch any of you setting up an oil drilling facility on the mountain of this national park, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. Same goes for over here. This beautiful river with a nice view and a waterfall. Please refrain from building your oil refineries there. You're going to ruin the scenery. All right, thank you. Let's check out the ore deposits. Not too many. There's a little one here. Same with one on the edge up there. Over on these mountains, there's quite a lot. Plenty of ore to go around up on this mountain on the far edge. And then a small dot over here as well. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit for you to get by should you wish. And then finally, if we have a little look at the fish, fish is pretty self-explanatory. Plenty of fish everywhere, all around these areas. Even if you want to just send one fishing boat out to this small strip here, there's 5,000 fish ready and waiting for you. So yeah, that's all good to see. The land value is just basics as you would expect. The better land value is on these properties that are kind of like by the coast and the nicer sort of areas, which we would all expect there to be. So land value wise, no problem. You can always sort that out yourself anyway. But just generally speaking, all is well for land value wise. Now that really is about it for the map showcase. Lots of cool features, lots of places for you to build on. Plenty of ideas for me personally. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Nedman. I make videos occasionally. I'm coming back to City Skylines 2. It's been a while, but I want to start a new series, and this is the map that I've designed for my new upcoming series called Starfish Point, which is, well, it's simply going to be a Let's Play series where I build something that I like the look of, and it's really that simple. So if you want to download this map, it is on Paradox Mods. It's called Starfish Point. Head over there. There are a couple mods that you need, like the bridge packs, Anarchy, white beaches, and seafoam decals, stuff like that. But it's listed on the Paradox Mods. My name's Nedman2 on there if you want to find it easily, but it should be very easy to find, to be honest. But yeah, let me know if you enjoy the map. I've really enjoyed making it. It has taken quite a long time. If you have any tips or adjustments that you think would be good, then just feel free to comment down below. If you like the effort that I put in to designing this particular national park area, drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, once again, happy to be here and look out for the start of the new series. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.